Hello future tech leaders, I am Sindhuja. Based on my own experience, I know that learning the right skills can shape our future. What if I say learning was as thrilled as the tech world itself? There we go. A cloud foundation, that's exactly what you will experience. From day one, you will be immersed in the interactive sessions and expert-led courses that covers most of the widely used technologies in the zone of data science to cloud computing, which brings more light to the life of a techie. I'm so excited to help you and unlock the true potential of a technology. Well, then why to wait? Let's see what it unfolds.
Now coming back to configurations. In general settings, this task manager configuration is there. Only this is utilized to go ahead and shuffle these attributes. You cannot add more attributes. These are all the attributes which you can have. These are default applications. Application attribute. And how we can shift these? Go into advanced. Cut this one and paste it wherever you want. That's it. That's all what you can do over here. The task manager, where we will see the task manager. If I go over here, go at home. This is what your task manager will look like. All tasks, and this is. Then coming to infrastructure settings. This is what infrastructure setting is there for Elastic cluster. If there is any Elastic node which is being handled over here. These are the index settings. If we go ahead and we do any kind of updates over here. Just remember that we went ahead and we did for last name and we went for a text general and fuzzy. These are over here which are being optimized. All these are the settings which are being given from Informatica itself. That is what infrastructure setting comes in application editor. We have gone ahead and we saw how these things work. We will check. This is this one. There is nothing else. These things are utilized once in the entire MPM lifetime or maximum when there would be a new phase would be coming which will have an entirely different domain which would be coming up. Let's say in the start, your client or your company goes ahead and states all these customers will be there. All these references will be there, but there won't be any references for CRUD operations. All your CRUD operations for reference. Later on, they'll go ahead and state, now our entire MDM module is good. Now we can work on reference to go ahead and update those inside MDM itself. We'll go ahead, create another application and use the business entities over there. All reference entries are there. And all the reference entries over there will be utilized over in specific to this one. Now, other than that, there is a component editor. In the component editor, any external link. If you want to go ahead and set up a Googlecom inside a single page, you can utilize external links. How do we go ahead and do that? This code over here will be utilizing the HTML coding style. Let's say we are going and we want an iframe to be used. We'll use the HTML coding and we'll set up the entire coding style over here for the Google account, which will be utilized for us. We'll state that for the coming. And this external link we utilize in layouts. Record details is something which will be automatically created. We can just go ahead and delete from over here. We cannot use or we do not create anything. Same thing is for similar records. Similar and get related records are almost same. Similar record uses the match and merge. In XML format, we have to get them. This is something you'll see. Almost like 1% of your projects. Not much because most of the people use it nowadays as Elasticsearch. When they go ahead, run any particular attribute value, they'll get all the records directly over there. They will use any similar records, get related records. Nowadays, it is not utilized because network diagram has came in and taken its place. Task inbox is something which we have seen in the task manager. And this is what every task we will go ahead and we will see if there would be any task that would be created over here. If there is any task which will be created, all the attributes over here like this, all the attributes over here will be showcased from what is the attributes sequence we have set up over here. This is there for component editor. Mainly utilized is layout design. In the configuration, we use application editor and layout designer. Why we use application editor multiple times? Because we have a search configuration over here. Let's say we went ahead, we created this. We go ahead with the display. Search configuration. Showcasing style. For the business party search, all the attributes which are there. Still, I have no idea. And it will get me a show now. It is directly taking from the business entity. If there are any filters we have set up over here, filtering of nodes, we can go ahead and utilize that filter nodes if they will be available. That is why application editor is utilized multiple times. Whereas layout designer is utilized. Now we are seeing the record view as like this. To create any new layout you can see over here, it is utilizing business. If we go over here, we will select this. We will use create record view layouts. We will select the party table. We can utilize party search view for that. And we will get the data from the view. Let's say over here we utilize record view or merge tasks or unmerged tasks. Which particular section we want to go ahead and utilize it for. Merge and unmerged task as it states that it will be utilized for merging a record of and merging a record. It is utilized for manual merge and unmerge. Record view and record view tasks are utilized to update, create. Basically, to manipulate the data other than match and merge. We have to give the label for that. And what is the order of over there? How many layouts we want to go ahead and utilize over there? What will be the label list? Over here, let's say these all things are there. Which one would be its position over there? We'll say next. Which particular goal it can go ahead and it will be utilizing to showcase itself. We can select any of those or anyone, which means anyone who will be going ahead will be able to see this layout. Then the purpose comes in. If there would be a workflow which will be related for this layout, we'll utilize this part and this part. But if not, we'll just utilize for view and edit. If create is also there, then we'll utilize only these two. A template comes into play where we have to go ahead and decide how many distinct. The divide at sign, or basically what all divide. How we will be dividing a single page into multiple sections. Let's say we'll utilize the first one. The design will come accordingly. If I use the template as this one, the design will come accordingly. I'll go ahead and let's say I'm deciding to have this one. I'll go into the design and use the record details to view and edit. I'll use history to showcase all the history in the second section. And over here I will use the child records. For the child records, what I can do over here is in the record details itself, I will be having the notes. This is the child layout and this is all the attributes which are therein. I can just use two panes. Let's say the name is 40 details. The address if I want to have a full configuration or do I want to have any other. City, state and country. And just two planes. And the same. Over here it is address. I can just label it as address details. That will be. This will be showcasing me any history. If I want to go ahead and see the cross-reference as well, I can use the cross-reference over here. This is how I will be seeing the party. How will we see that? Yes, we're It's an adult. There would be something which would be having the same name. This one. Because part is there as our business empty as well. Either we have to change the name, and this is being updated in 2003. You can have the same name as well. And just go ahead and publish it. The part which we just created, now we'll just go ahead and see how it will be showcased to us. Now, where is the party? Sometimes this gives me much issues. How many? Oh, it is. It is. Perfect. Now we have to go ahead and discard everything because someone went in and was utilizing it. Someone from another group might have gone in and started utilizing. It's where is that? Why is coming multiple times when we haven't had anything over there? There is no layout, which is that still it was taken. Loser will say anyone, and for the purpose is create our view. Templates means all the three designs. We just say record details, history and cost effects. Yes, we do not have anything over here. Let's go ahead and create that. Two sections. First name, last name, the history, state, general. This one. That is why we normally do not say that people can go ahead and do all the work. Because it will go ahead and create an issue. but we just have 40 details, which we just created over here. I'm not seeing anything. Let's say just to go ahead and publish. Here is the part that is coming along. Additional page. That is where it is giving us issues. Somebody went and created an additional page. I have to check where we received that additional page. This additional page. That is for the party table. Application data. A partly application name party. Thank you. Then for has many issues. I cannot even see anything over here. We won't use default displays now. This is the same as the party. Straight and transmissible. Search configuration we only have for the rate. I cannot look like this rate. It should all be the same. This is some of the issues which multiple people get. When two people go ahead and create things. Let me just check if I can go ahead and utilize the view. I cannot still utilize the view because it will take the folder cache files from itself. Now we have to create the design. This is the part layout. Just state these two things. Design, we got details over here and history is over here. Say configure. We just reload the entire thing. Let's go ahead and open this. Now you can see that is where our layout will be coming, and we will be utilizing the layouts for. If you have to go ahead and use it in the overview. Further interface. Basically, this view is your place. There are any updates which are. If you want to utilize from anywhere. What all are the actions which are here? What are the event types? If we go ahead change. And see all these changes as well. That is where our layout will be utilized for. Any questions regarding the layouts and all? Earlier, we were seeing multiple things over there. If we remove the default layout screens, and even if I go ahead and choose the default now for party as well, this will still be shown for me if I don't have any layouts. If I don't have any layout for any business entity, and I will go ahead and search that particular thing and I'll open it. This will be by default applied. For this one, default records field. If I'll go ahead and select this one, I will now go ahead and see. One would be party details and all the other will be. One would be history, one would be hierarchy, one would be something else. All those things will come along. That is what default record views means. Thank you. This one is something which we created. This one is default views. This is something matching records or cross-reference records are there. History is there, but all history has gone. There is a hierarchy. If there is any hierarchy which is being set up in the group diagram, if there would be any relationship, it would be there. All those things are default record view layouts. And this is something which is user defined. Any questions over here in the layout section? And these layouts, we can go ahead and see it in component editor as well, which we just created. All the record views, all the record details, which we will be going ahead and setting up in the layout. All can be seen over there. And finally, do not forget to like, share and subscribe to our channel.